Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today bringing you a Fallout 4 discussion that is long overdue. Now, before anything, be sure to check out the link in the description of my previous video. That is a Star Wars Battlefront news update on when we may be seeing a potential beta for the game, as well as where we're going to be seeing new gameplay for it. So if you're like me and you are stoked as shit for Battlefront, check that video out in the link down below. Anyways, item degradation. Fallout 3 New Vegas had it, and it was actually a good feature to add to Fallout. It made the repair skill very useful, and it made item management somewhat important, but sometimes it got to the point where you just have weapons stacked in your inventory just to repair whenever your weapon went down. In Fallout 4, it doesn't seem like that feature is going to be in this game. When we look at this screenshot from the Bethesda E3 conference where they were displaying the Pip-Boy, we see two 10mm pistols stacked in the inventory, but as you can see in the UI on the bottom, we can only inspect, drop, favorite, sort, or open our perk chart for this weapon, and there doesn't seem to be any durability mentioned on the UI, as well as any ability to repair them, because we have two, so if one has a lower quality than the other, then obviously we would be able to repair it, or there would be an option to at least, right? But what is really strange is, like I said, there's no durability. Now that's strange for a Fallout game, but then you look to Bethesda Game Studios' previous project, which was Skyrim, and we have two iron swords here in our inventory, and as you can see, we can't repair them because in Skyrim, there isn't any type of repair system. The only way items degraded in Skyrim was when you had the magical charges for them, and you'd have to recharge them using soul gems. So I wonder if Fallout's going to be using some type of feature like that, like for your incendiary weapons or your cryogenic weapons, where there'll be some type of charge level that makes the weapon degrade, and you'll have to go back to the blacksmith or whatever you want to call it, the crafting station, and build a new one. I wonder how that's all going to work, because I find it strange that they'd remove a feature that makes the game more survival based, more post-apocalyptic, and just kind of like a feature that seems to need to be in Fallout, right? I mean, weapons break and it's, you know, items jam and stuff, and I feel like Bethesda might think it's kind of pointless, because I'd imagine most players aren't just like how I am, where I just stack weapons and repair them. Most players most likely just drop them and cycle them out for a new weapon, so Bethesda may have said, hey, screw it, let's just remove it. But at the same token, I just feel like it's a good feature. Now, is it possible that they're saving this feature for a potential hardcore mode? I don't know, because there's been a lot of things that have been showing that this game's going to be more difficult, like the whole radiation system that I explained a couple of weeks ago. Making repairs a special thing for a hardcore mode would be cool as well, where you know, it would really expand it. It's almost like limiting the normal mode to stuff that lets you just focus on the game and the questing and stuff, and expanding all those other little additional features into the hardcore mode, if there is one. That's just me speculating and theorizing, because I don't see why they would remove a repair feature in a Fallout game. In an Elder Scrolls game, I guess that kind of makes sense, but I don't see why they would do that in a Fallout game, because it's not present on the UI, so I feel like there isn't any item degradation in Fallout, which is weird, but like, I'm not complaining, because you don't want to like craft a weapon, put all your resources into it, and then have it break or something and have to rebuild a whole new one, because you get attached to those weapons. We all have those favorite weapons, and that's what's special about a Bethesda Game Studio game. So it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, but that's not really necessarily confirming if there is no repair skill or not. It's just more so assumed based on the fact that we don't see a durability or a repair option. So let me know what you're thinking about this in the comments down below. I'm very curious. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.